What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of It's Tough Love. I'm your host, Ryan Dots, back at home base, as you can see, if you know what my room looks like, and or if you watched the Drunken pre-episode 1, where I was setting everything up, and none of it made sense. Not drinking tonight. I got a big interview tomorrow morning, so I'm hydrating tonight. So basically what we're going to try to do is have a weekend episode, hopefully with a guest, that will be uploaded on Sundays. Hopefully the morning, probably hungover Sunday afternoon, hopefully before the 1 o'clock kickoffs. You guys can get your tough love in and then watch football. And then if you're a chick who doesn't watch football or hates it, you can watch all my old episodes. Cool. So everybody wins. And then during the week, we're going to have a shorter episode, 20 minutes to a half hour, just going over my favorite topic of that week, of whatever I saw or something like that. So basically, a question I was posed this weekend while I was shithoused with Sean on Saturday. Actually, I wish I had gotten the text while we were doing the episode, because we would have... Well, we definitely would have had the same take, but it would have stirred up some controversy. So basically, I was flat out asked, what is the hang out with X policy? Is it a good thing to do? Is it a bad thing to do? Now, it's always during my show. It's always during my show. All right, dude, we get it. My God, don't they know I'm doing this? Like, God, I have a dedication to my fans. So that's all inclusive, right? Not dating. Not dating. We'll start with not hooking up. I'm sure we'll eventually get there. But platonically hanging out with your ex. I think it's a load of shit. I think it's an absolute load of shit. I don't believe in it. You know, I hung out with my ex a couple times after we officially broke up, and it sucked. Like, it was stupid, and I've hung out with other exes too, and it's not a good place to be. And nothing good has ever come of it. Like, I find that relationship, you don't hear a success story the second time around all that often. It does happen. You can be the exception to the rule, but 9 times out of 10, it doesn't work out. Like, you can revisit that honeymoon stage when you just started the relationship again, and like be like, oh my God, he's changed, or even she's changed, Like, it's a two-way street here in 2016, and I firmly believe that, like, you got to move on. Even hanging out platonically, like, why? Well, he's such a great guy. Well, yeah, you were in a relationship with him, like. I keep going back to him. This is so bad. My mother can't type with shit. Yeah, but even her, like, oh, she's changed. She's not as crazy. She's not as clingy. She's not as anal. She's not as, dude, that's a front. Like, both of those are fronts. Like, he's gonna go, once you guys get comfortable again, you're gonna go back to your old ways, and that's not gonna work. If you guys are friends, like, I don't know. I just don't really believe in that. Like, if you've had a romantic relationship with somebody, that's kind of something that's just there. Like, that's what you associate with them, and I just don't think that can be sustainable and successful. I'm trying to think of anyone that I know that's currently with someone that they had legitimately broken up with, and now they're back together. I can't think of anybody. If you can, let me know, because, I mean, I don't officially know anybody. So yeah, I just, the hanging out with ex platonically makes no sense. Now, if you're just hooking up with your ex, that's something that you can get involved with. Like, that, absolutely. Everyone knows you got to go back and fire up the flame every now and then until you meet somebody new and you start that shitstorm all over again. And then people wonder why I'm single. Fire up the wagon, shoot out the text, the late night text, or the couple weeks after you see them, and you're just like, hey, how are you? You know, it's way easier to get with an ex than it is like somebody new. Not somebody new, but like somebody you've kind of been flirting with, talking to, maybe hooked up with, you know, a couple times or whatever. Because, I mean, you can just fire off that relationship shit, right? You can fire off all that, I'm a changed guy, fucking blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then, like, maybe he has changed. And, of course, maybe she's drunk. Or she's bored. Or, if you catch an ex-girlfriend that is currently pissed off, like, is pissed off at her current boyfriend, you're in, like, Flynn, dude. It's ridiculous. I'm not saying I do this. This is just statistical stuff. None of this. I do have to say. Last episode. Of course, I have to apologize after my first episode. Like, of course. I do have to apologize to some of my viewers that took my comments personally. I really, honestly did not mean them personally in their own way. I watched it another time to see if I did in fact say what was interpreted. I still deem it as okay, but I could see where that was taken out of context. I do apologize. Please continue to watch. None of this is personal to any specific person. I cannot stress that enough. This is just a show. I know a lot of you know me in my personal life, and I'm not speaking to any one person. So I apologize for that. Back to the show. Yeah, oh my god, that's the easiest thing in the book, because what's the ex relationship to you, right? Is that you continue to chase it around because you want the relationship back, or you want what you can't have, or you just want someone that you cared about to be just as miserable as you are? Maybe it's all of the above. Who knows? That's a question you have to ask yourself. If you're somebody that can hook up with their ex until somebody else comes along, like, hats off to you. I'm not that guy. Everyone knows me. Everyone knows I'm an emotional guy. Mostly anger, sometimes drunk, but I do wear my emotions on my sleeve, and that bites me in the ass sometimes. So, yeah, I get mixed up all over the place. So that's just not something that I can do. Like, if I'm hanging out with an ex, then something's going on there. Just because it's whether it's for the day, the week, the month, the year. Like, maybe. I mean, again, drop of a hat, it just flips. But yeah, that's something that you really have to look internally and say, you know, what the hell's going on here? Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Like, is this smart? Like, it hasn't been successful the last 4 times we did this. Is this going to be it? Like, what's that saying? What's the definition of insanity? Is doing something the exact same way and expecting different results. A lot of us are pretty insane out there. So, sorry, I'm tripping over the words like crazy today. It's been a stressful day, and I'm a little nervous about the interview tomorrow. And I'm not drinking Bud Lights, or Bud Selects. Last episode brought to you by Bud Select. Shout out. Special thanks to Sean for setting us up downstairs in front of the wine rack. Played excellent host while It's Tough Love videocast, this podcast show. All right. Well, this show played an away game. He was a great host. Beer everywhere. Hit the bars. It was a blast, and we really celebrated. And he did an amazing job. He's going to be a recurring guest for sure. Thanks for getting personal with your life. It really brought a lot of great insight to a lot of the topics that we talked about. So it's funny, if anyone that listens to any Barstool podcast obviously is going to say that I ripped this. This episode came out today, their episode came out today, and it actually provided statistics. I don't want anyone to think that I'm stealing them. It just goes really, really well with my conversation, like with my piece. So basically, back to the X thing, men and women cannot be friends. They are not friends. I cannot stress that enough. Any guy that has a girlfriend out, this is specific to guys, actually. Ladies, I'll get to you. this is guys right here. If your girlfriend has a friend at work or school that, again, is just a friend, he just helps me out with homework, he's just a work buddy, I just work with him, that guy is trying to bang your girlfriend. I'll wait. That guy is trying to bang your girlfriend. And let me tell you why. Because men and women cannot coexist without the man trying to hook up with the chick. It's natural. It happens. And every single guy knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Because they have been that other guy who's like, oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Bro, the second you screw up, that guy is waiting to be the shoulder to cry on and to bang your girlfriend. Or just straight up steal her from right under your nose. So, whenever she says he's just a friend, don't trust that bitch. Now, ladies, you may think that that's your friend. That guy's trying to bang you. I promise you that guy is trying to bang you, and he will go the extra mile. He will. A nice little test that I like to do is, I'm sure he like asks you out to drinks, like, oh, let's get drinks after work, like, you know, hit a happy hour or something like that. You might not go, you might go, I don't know. One time, decide to go. Go. This will be the test. Go. See, at the end of the night, right, he's not going to try to pull a move. He's not going to try to kiss you. He's not going to try to, you know what I mean, a hug, goodbye, maybe. But he's not going to try to do anything crazy. See if he picks up the bill. Just see if he picks up the bill. I guarantee you he will. I guarantee it. And, oh, no problem. You'll get next time. Boom. I'm giving it away right now, but I need you girls to know this, because I can't let you play the victim anymore. Oh my God, I had no idea. Which is funny, because probably 5 times out of 10, so 50% of the time, you don't know. But there's that other 50 that you do. There's the other 50 that you do, and you keep them in the what is it? You keep them in the wings, whatever. You keep them in the background. You keep them on the burner. There we go. You keep them on the burner. You kind of got something set up a little bit in case your boyfriend kind of fucks up. If your boyfriend screws it up, then you've got something lined up. And guys, let me tell you something. If your girlfriend is breaking up with you, she has made this decision a long time ago, but before you even knew. Like, she started watching you, dude. She started watching, she started seeing how you were treating her, she started seeing how you were acting, started to pick up on some stuff that she really didn't like, gave you an opportunity to fix it. She has tried to mention it to you, and you just stood there and watched the 3 pitches go right by, didn't even take a swing, and all of a sudden, you're out. That's a baseball reference, people. You're out, dude. And she's not, I guarantee you, she's not leaving you until she's got somebody lined up. Specifically, the guy at work or the friend in class. Boom. Full circle for you people. Listen, this is all just stuff I see, okay? This is just my observation on the world. But it's pretty fucking accurate. So to the science that I stole, because I don't do any research on my show, the University of Wisconsin did a single study on 88 pairs of the opposite sex. So obviously 1 male, 1 female, 88 couples. Not couples. Platonic friends. Your friend from work. Your friend from class. Okay? 88 pairs. There was a questionnaire that the we'll call it a couple, that the couple did together. And they answered the questions. That's what you do with the questionnaire. Then they separated the two and interviewed them one by one, asking the same exact questions. I've set that up so wrong. They separated them and asked them completely different questions that was in the questionnaire with the couple. So there was man questions and women questions, and then there was the couple questions. So these two were exactly the same, right? So questionnaire 1 was for the couples, and then questionnaire 2 was for each individual. Finally, I got there. Okay. What they found out was the vast majority of women were not attracted to their male counterpart based on the answers of their questions. Every single guy in the study wanted to bang their counterpart. Every single one. 88 couples. That is the least surprising study I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, bro, there's a reason you're in the friend zone, right? And your chance may be coming. Again, you may be on the back burner, but there's also a 50% chance that it's never going to happen, dude. She's not attracted to you. Did you guys read about the guy who reached out to this girl, like got her number or whatever? He tracked her down on Facebook, I think was what happened, because there's no way that she gave him the number. Anyway, messages her and says, hey, I'm so-and-so, like, I met you a couple weeks ago, I bought you a drink. And she's like, oh, okay. And then he asks for the money for the drink. Incredible. You know how psycho and how bitter and how much of a crybaby you have to be to pull that kind of shit? Oh my god, that's atrocious. Like, that's embarrassing. Yeah, so the guy messages like, hey, like, not even like, hey, this is kind of awkward, I'm kind of in a jam, like, you were kind of a bitch. No, he's like, hey, can you send that back to me? Like, you didn't even talk to me or whatever. And she's like, eventually she got interviewed, and she was like, we were in a dark club, like, the guy came up, I didn't really see him, he didn't look that attractive, like, I don't know, he handed me a drink and tried to say something, but, like, I didn't hear. Which, by the way, Rape Culture City, like, yeah, great, drink, fantastic. Women, unbelievable. I'm gonna catch so much shit for that, too. I don't promote rape, I'm just saying. Be smarter. Be smarter. But yeah, it was crazy. So yeah, cliff notes from the episode, basically, every guy's trying to bang your girlfriend at work. All her buddies, unless they're childhood friends. Unless they're childhood friends, then, you know, that's kind of its own category. If they've never hooked up. Even that, I don't know. We'll do another thing on that. But I don't know. Where do you draw the line? Let me know. But every guy's trying to bang chicks, obviously. Girls are 50-50, basically. If you're not in right now, but you feel a little bit of a connection, dude, you're probably on the back burner, so just wait for her boyfriend to fuck up, which he absolutely will, or they're getting married, so one of the two, like, the odds are in your favor. Powerade sucks. It's 2 for $3 at the local smoke shop down the street. And Gatorade's like $2.89. It's fuck off. I got red and blue. You're on the back burner, and guys, if your girlfriend is breaking up with you, that decision has already been made, and you no longer have a say. So you might want to just pack your shit and head out. Honestly, I think that's the best strategy in a breakup. Oh, now I'm kind of evaluating myself here. Oh no, that's actually a terrible idea. See, this is why I can't shoot from the hip. I was gonna say, if she's like, hey, we need to break up, and you just go, boom, we do, and you're out of there, before she even tries to drag out this big thing, you know what? I might be back on the train now. That's what I do to my viewers. Yeah, if you're just like, you know what? I think you're right. I think it's been a couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm not there. Goodbye. See, but I'm giving away the cards now. Now I'm like fucking what's his face from Think Like a Man, Steve Harvey. Yeah, giving away all our secrets. Yeah, that would be the ultimate power move, because then you're flipping the script. She's questioning herself. Wait, what do you mean you want to break up? Dude, I am one step ahead. I am one step ahead. Well, no, I'm not, because I give great advice and I do great analytical work. I do not take any of it for myself. I am just as stupid as everybody out there when it comes to my own situation. Once you put emotion into it, like I can figure anything out, but the second I'm emotionally like in it, I'm fucked. Yeah, that's great. Wow, that's interesting. A little self-evaluation here. Everybody's looking inward today. So, and the shows can go right on my site. You don't have to search for them on YouTube. That was such a big thing, like, because my channel is obviously not crazy that's not popular at all compared to other YouTube sites, but it's getting a little steam. I think once you guys watch the videos on the site and can go right to the site and watch the videos, I think that's going to be a big lift for my viewership and participation and things like that. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the hate. You guys are great, feeding me everything that's wrong with my show, because I try to fix it or I tell you to go fuck yourself. Mostly the latter, but in your making fun of me, you actually do have great ideas. So keep that up. Feel free to leave a comment on any of the blogs or any of the videos. If you want to see something, an opinion on something, at dots, what is it? DOTTS27 on Twitter. We're going to set up the Facebook once we get the traction and I figure out how to do live shit. Follow me on Snapchat. I think it's Doherty26, DOHERTY 26. We're going to do a golf tournament on Saturday, and we're going to have a lot of great characters there. We're going to have a lot of quick interviews on and a lot of different positions on some of the blogs that I have. We'll probably do a post show. I'm trying to get a special guest. I'm actually trying to get a female on to counter my arguments. So we'll see if that works out. A lot of fun stuff down the pipeline. I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until this weekend. All right. It's tough love.